Who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre King, Mike L. This is Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners. Brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is October 10th, 2022. There's so much for the math geeks on this one. I was thinking about it because you get 0-1, right? 0-1, and then you get 3 2s. Now, by my math, 3 2s is 6. I get to another set of 2s with the 1s. Fuck, I'd only get 4 2s. I'm sorry, math geeks. Joining me as always, buddy, Money. There, what's up, buddy?
Not a lot, Mike. It's just a lovely Monday here in scenic Rhode Island. I have a one last yummy left out of my 4-pack of yummies that I bought from Trillium Brewing Company up in Massachusetts, where we happen to be going today. So my beer matches our locations this evening.
No, it doesn't.
I want to say I'm feeling pretty proactive, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing good, but that beer does not represent us or myself. And it's not even a beer, buddy. It's not a beer.
It's
got an ice cream cone on it. It's called Yummy, and there's 3 brightly colored flavors. How is that beer?
It's so good, Mike. It's beer, dude. It's a Berliner Weiss. It's a certain type of beer. You got to think outside the little box that is Miller Lite.
All right, think outside the box. Joining us as always, C Beanie. How are you today?
I'm good. How you like my fit?
I don't notice anything different. Did you wear something different, buddy?
Did you do your hair?
Yeah. Oh, it's the background. Nice back. It's the new background. Awesome.
No, it's my helmet.
It's illuminated, yeah.
Dude, I didn't notice the helmet.
I only wore it to piss people off, so.
Well, I think that isn't that the little blue guy from Disney that gets all mad and he does things? Yeah, Stitch. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think Stitch would piss anybody off. Like you'd have to go with
somebody.
Are you
sure?
I'd go with Goofy somebody. All right. Joining us, Bigsy Dodge.
Hello.
How are you tonight, Bigsy?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. What were you just rooting for?
Nothing. You don't want to know.
I'm just wondering, because I got money on the game itself. And buddy, my picks were absolute money, as you always know, this week.
Were they?
Had the Jets, had the Giants, had all those upsets.
Jets.
Had them all. Sorry, buddy. Had them all.
Hey,
so
I cursed you and I cursed Joey B for cursing my quarterback.
Who's Joey B? You keep saying this name. I don't know.
Joey Paranormal show.
Oh, there he is.
About 20 minutes before game time, and then like the first series of the game, he went down with an injury. I don't know, man.
I know. So we've been trying to sell vacations. The places have come up to be a little haunted, a little messed up. I know you guys talked about that. You said you told me you guys had a meeting, discussed how we're going to sell stuff moving forward. That's great. I'm glad you guys did that. I approve. So we're going to sell some vacations, buddy. Where are we going? Where are you taking me and everyone else?
Mike, we're going to get in the van. We're going to get in the spooky.
What van?
The
Don't say van.
We're gonna the mystery machine. We're gonna get in the vehicles. We're gonna drive north.
An SUV.
We're gonna go north a little bit, and we're gonna go into the lovely Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This time of year, Mass sees thousands and thousands and probably millions of visitors every year to this one small town in northern Massachusetts that we will be happening to visit this evening. So I'm really excited.
Now, why do they visit
this one things in Mass? Like my beer from Trillium Brewing Company in Canton and Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, let's try this slowly. Why do they all go to the same location every year?
The spooky season brings out the masses. It's like the Disney World of the spooky world in Salem, Massachusetts.
I didn't know we were going to be talking spooky, but here we go. We already talked about this prior, but
it's October, Mike. It's October.
Yeah, it's Hocus Pocus, Bill.
All right.
This stuff.
What do you? Okay. Talked about the spooky stuff. I thought we squared that up. I'll be okay. I'm just gonna calm down. I'm in my happy place, buddy. Who should we start with in location wise?
Why don't we just go right right for the throat, Mike. We're talking about Salem already. Why don't we start in Salem? I think.
Okay,
I think Bigsy had.
that's messed up. You doing that? Go ahead. Who?
Point
Big,
there.
do you have Salem?
I got Salem.
All right, where's our hotel?
All right, we are going to the Salem Inn.
Salem Inn.
Yeah,
All right.
the Salem Inn has 3 different historical houses. All right, we can stay
Okay.
at the West House. The West House was built in 1834 by Captain Nathaniel West, the first Salem captain. The West House is made up of 3 townhouses. It reflects the craftsmanship of the federal period. Each townhouse has rich history, as unique as the families who once lived here.
That's
Right.
nice.
So,
So,
wait a
good
minute.
thing-
How many?
I'm not
Okay,
done
go ahead.
right? The good thing with this West House is that if you have pets, you can bring them.
Ooh.
They have family suites with kitchenettes, right? You can get breakfast at the West House original kitchen. There's an outdoor courtyard with a beautiful garden,
That's
so
nice.
fireplace, and it's close to downtown Salem.
Okay, let me see. Is this the
Oh,
building
I've
that we're
been
talking
to
about?
that house.
That's at Seven Gables, isn't it?
What is this?
That's Houses with Seven Gables. That's
You're
like
in
a
the
church.
you're in the
Why are there 7 gables? What do you mean 7 gables? Now
Those
there's 7
things.
gables?
Those the above the windows. That's what they used to call them, Mike.
All right, maybe I don't know woodwork. Not my fault.
Mhm.
But Bigsy, so this is multiple houses. I mean, obviously,
It's 3 different houses.
all right. All right. So there's the West.
There's the West House, and then there's the Kierman House. The Kierman House was built in 1854 by James Kieran and his brother, Captain Samuel Kieran. So there's 11 guest rooms in this house.
Oh,
Wow.
that's beautiful.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
This one displays restored antiques and private baths.
Nice.
They have 3 deluxe suites, and each of them have a queen bed, a whirlpool bath, and a working fireplace.
Look
I
at
like
that.
that brick. I like
Look
that.
at the walk-in shower there.
That's epic, dude.
Yep, these are some nice houses.
This is a place I would like to go to. I always worry about the water running out. What's that?
And this place is adults only, so you won't be disturbed by children.
But I can bring my dog.
This one, I don't think you can. The West House, you can.
Oh, those are uncomfortable looking pillows.
Yeah.
Let me ask you two this. This is a really serious question. CB and Bigsy Dodge. You guys have like uncomfortable pillows on your bed that you just take off the bed every night?
I have decorative pillows.
That's what I mean. Yeah, so you do that. You put
Yeah.
pillows that are really not pillows. You just every night you take them off and throw them on the ground and sleep. Then you get up and put a pillow back on the bed.
Yeah, it's all about the decor.
It's a
That's
girl
what-
thing, Mike. Totally.
It's a weird thing. No, it's just been always weird to me why you would put the pillow back on the bed. Like, pillows
all
mean
about
sleep.
Decor.
All right. Now, go on with the houses.
I got one more house.
Go ahead.
This is the Peabody House. The Peabody House
Ooh.
was built as a single-family Dutch colonial home in 1874.
That's a hell of a single family home.
Yeah, it offers 4 comfortable and spacious family suites with kitchenettes.
And a purse.
It has 2 romantic
Wow.
deluxe suites featuring king size.
What does that mean?
You're gonna get your romance on in a king size bed.
But how? Okay, they say romantic. How are they? Is that what I mean? Is it like Rick James music when you get in there? That kind of stuff. Is that what I mean?
4 poster beds. I don't know what that means, but
See, my problem is, buddy, I think romantic is a very vague term.
Right.
What's vague to you, what's romantic to you is like a Dr. Dre video for me.
Right. Right.
That's what I think of. But I don't think anybody else finds that attractive. Like I picture everybody packed and I go in the fridge and there's nothing but 40s,
Right,
and then the
of course.
cold air comes out.
That's the way it has to be, Mike.
I tap the 40, I pour a little bit out for my dead homies, and then I
Right.
go on with my. That's how I did it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I digress. It doesn't matter about me. Bigsy, I'm sorry. The hotel.
all right. So the Peabody House offers
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
all the rooms have modern bathrooms with luxury European style walk-in showers.
Oh,
What's that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds so fancy.
Beanie, what's the difference between a European walk-in shower and an American walk-in shower?
So I feel like European, like you can probably like see inside.
Oh, because they're more like European. They're more open people.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be like the design of the bathroom as well.
Maybe
like
that.
wallpaper and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, but see, European, like the idea that it's easier to see in their showers is what scares me about Europeans. They are very much like that. Like, God forbid, buddy, you have one of those. I almost said, you know what? I almost said glory hole, and I just did.
Oh, Mike. Oh,
And I didn't know how to stop myself. The word was coming out. I just about said it. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta say it because now where I go.
Right.
That's what I would be fearful of in a place like that. I'm not saying that they have those. So the Salem,
Yeah,
whatever you want to say, allegedly. I'm sorry. Continue.
these houses are too fancy for that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
really? Because that house looks like where freaky stuff would happen, or scary stuff, because it's got that normal, happy Cosby look to it. And I don't mean the Cosby that
Scary
puts up a
stuff.
drink.
Always scary stuff that you will encounter is in the West House. And there's actually a room that's called the haunted room.
Uh-oh.
What?
That's where Mike's going to stay.
Why
Yeah.
would they call it the haunted room?
Because people like you, they want like we're totally booking this and you're staying in that room.
Why? Why would I stay in this? Why would you think that I would stay in the scary room?
I'll stay in the scary room.
It's
You
gonna
can have it.
It's gonna be we'll put some 40s in there for you and we'll call it a day.
All right, then I would probably be in.
Yeah. We'll put some 40s in and we'll be
I'm in. Yeah, I won't be scared at all.
40s.
Nothing bad would happen once that happened, because it would just be a party. Because if anything showed up, it would either have to party, or get the fuck out. So I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
can share your 40s with your homies.
What do you see? So if I stay at one of these places, you're saying if I pick the wrong townhouse of the three, there's ghosts?
So in the West room, there are countless entries in their guest books detailing of the strange happenings in that room. So there are supposedly 3 ghosts roaming inside the inn. The
Three.
first is a woman, and the staff have named her Catherine. The second is
Catherine with the C or Catherine with the K?
Doesn't matter. She's dead.
Catherine.
Be nice.
I know.
All right. All right.
The second is a little boy who you can hear running up and down the stairs in the halls. And then the last ghost is a cat.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, so one, I'm worried about the kid ghost, because I don't believe in kid ghosts.
The devil.
Why?
Because I don't think there's ever kids that are ghosts. I think
No, there are.
no.
Are you
I
those
think
people that are like it's a demon?
Yeah.
Mike's one of those people. Yeah.
No. I'll tell you why. Because kids and dogs get to go to heaven automatically.
Doesn't mean that it's their energy. It's not it's their energy that's there. Especially if you hear like someone going back and forth. Remember, Mike, these used to be houses.
Okay.
So the energy that like of that little boy could just be who lived there and like grew
No.
up there.
Okay.
And stayed there, yeah.
No.
Or
I disagree. And here's why.
he died there. It just means that that's where he found his comfort, was at that home.
So no. And I say no. Here's why. Because people talk about how they help people cross over. People talk about all this stuff. No kid should be trapped where something horrible happened.
It's
No
not.
kid.
No
Kid should have to come back here and wander around and not know that he should just be passing on. So where really serious good is taken away and an evil, I think something really evil is born. So it's all 50-50, right? You can't have one side. You can't cut anything too thin where there's one side. So where something really good dies, something really evil is born. That would be the exact moment in my head where it would happen. That's why I can't do the kids.
I don't know about that.
I
Mike,
can't do the kids.
You
What?
watch Paranormal TV.
I've never seen a single show. Buddy can attest to that.
Mine.
Sabine, go ahead. I never have.
what if something really traumatizing happened to him? What happened? Like, what if something like like what
Yeah,
if something?
What if he burned down in the house? Why does or
Yeah,
burned
like
in the
what
room?
you
Why
think
does
he?
why should he be there?
Maybe because he was traumatized, like some people, like what?
No,
He doesn't deserve to just go straight up.
no.
kid?
Honestly, that there, if you believe in like that stuff, like he probably is. But like I said, spirits, like especially if you hear them going up and down the stairs, that's just residual energy. So it's something that this little boy has done probably for years in this house. So
So
that's
he left a piece of energy.
Yeah.
exactly. If it
I'll
was
buy that more than
yeah,
his kid.
if it's intelligent, that's a little different. But the residual energy, like it's what like he's probably have done. Because I mean, like I said, these are houses, so families have lived there.
Buddy, write down this time, 8:22 on 10/10/22. I was just proven wrong, and I've changed my stance a little bit, and I agree with what she just said. I think they can
Wow.
leave energy
Oh my
behind.
God.
I'll buy that. I'll buy they
You're
can
gonna do a
leave energy
special
behind.
podcast, Mike, or
But-
just highlight this section and just play it over and over and over again on Facebook, so you never forget that time that you were wrong. And
Oh,
that
you mean like the
changed
time you
your
talked about sex toys for like 5 minutes? You mean like that? Cut that up, you mean?
That wasn't
that.
wrong at all, Mike. It was all factual.
But yeah, all right. So I buy the fact that you can leave energy. I refuse to believe that there's anything in the world that would let a child stay. In
But what
spirit
if-
here.
It's not that something is making it stay. It's not that. It's there's totally different factors, and like I don't like when people like, oh, like immediately it's a demon, because that's such an unrealistic and like a 1% chance of it being a demon.
But what if he's lost? You know,
Because
like,
someone needs to tell him where to go.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if like he passes away from like a tragic experience or something that happened to him, and he ended up staying there because he didn't see the light and he was lost? That's what my question is. Like, I don't think all children go to heaven because maybe they didn't see the light and they got lost, you know? Like, if you think about it that way, like there are some entities or, you know, really
No.
bad things that can disguise themselves as children. I believe that 100%. I believe that 100%. But what if a child, you know, is like confused or
All
lost?
right, so do you believe that people can help
Of
other
course.
people
Yes.
pass over? You think that they can
Yes.
be helped to pass over?
Yes.
All right. So if you believe that, then I have a real serious issue with the whole paranormal community. Because if you believe that they can make spirits pass on, why are they not driving around in a bus like a van like Buddy described, right? And just going everywhere. There's like a child hospital that has like a psych ward that has children's voices that they still hear every day, and just go through there and go, everybody go to heaven, and just everywhere there's a stop, but there's a child voice, just go boom and just blanket it. Like, why would they
Because
not do that?
not every child is gonna be a child, like, you know what I'm saying? A spirit that's a child.
But if it is, shouldn't these people that have the ability to help other people pass over just be like apple picking with kids and passing them over? Like, if you had that ability, would you not do that first with kids? Like,
I would. Yeah.
because listen, they have places where they pay money to go and hear children's voices.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Because on one hand, you're saying you can pass stuff over. On the other hand, you're just going to keep making money by having people come through here to hear voices of
Exploiting dead
children that you might think died there and they're stuck there and can't get to heaven. Could there be a worse thing to do in the world? Like, seriously, dogs and kids, how could that be even possible? I think they just go straight up. I digress. Bigsy, what else about this location that seems like it doesn't like kids but loves animals would make me want to stay there?
I mean, the fireplace, the bed and breakfast, so you get breakfast.
Oh, continental breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, and just
That's-
the rich
I
history
like
of
a
it.
good breakfast, Mike.
So,
I mean-
all right. It's hopefully a place that's hopping, right? Because if there's no kids, then there
Right.
should be like a bar somewhere in that hotel. Like, that's what I would have to
Exactly.
find, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd have to find the bar, right?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't seem to be a pool, correct? It's not that
No.
kind of place. All right.
There's an outside courthouse, like a courtyard with like gardens and stuff like that.
And then location-wise, is it close to
It's
anything
walking
else?
distance to Salem downtown.
Oh, that's convenient.
So it's only a couple of blocks away from everything that you need.
I don't know what I would need in those places, but okay. All right.
Food.
Another fun fact about the Salem Inn. If you travel up there and you want to see some ghostly activity, the most active room is room 17. I've read.
Well, no, I was talking
People have watched like the knob turn and the door creep open, and there'd be an apparition right there. Other people have seen like a woman in the room.
Yeah, that's the haunted room, W17.
Right.
So
do it, Mike. Book 17. Do it. I dare you. Just do it.
So no, if I would to go to that whole hotel, I almost called it a hole, and stay, I would definitely stay in the haunted room. Like if I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go to the middle of it and see what happens, right? Like if I'm gonna jump in the pool, jump in the whole way. That's what I say. Now, C Beanie,
Yes.
you have another location?
Yes.
Okay.
The
Omni?
Yes. The Omni.
The Omni Parker?
Yeah, the Omni Parker House Hotel.
There it is.
So this place, I only know just a little bit of the history. Let me just get to the bottom of this. So what I have so far is basically that the building opened up in 1855, and the owner actually passed in May of 1854. So I did hear that there was a woman in the hotel, but I don't know any of the experiences or anything that's happened to her. I do know that she did die from childbirth, and so far, what I've come across is about Charles Dickens. They have a mirror there that that like I'm gonna take a guess that it's on the 3rd floor. That like if you walk over to
Why are you guessing? What do you mean you're gonna guess? You're gonna guess this on the 3rd floor? Why pick the 3rd floor if you're gonna guess? If you're gonna guess, go
That's
big.
a good guess.
All right.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Just tell me a little slack here. All right. So, so they have a mirror there that Charles Dickens actually practiced in front of when he wrote music, and he would practice and sing in front. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful hotel. I love the rooms in there too. I love the rooms. They are gorgeous. Like, just take a look at the rooms.
So wait a minute. I've heard of the Omni Parker House.
Yeah.
Because it's popular for a million reasons. Now, the reason that I know that it's popular, which has nothing to do with the paranormal, is it was the place of one of the most famous bachelor parties that's ever raged.
Woo!
And that was JFK's bachelor party. So I know that at least there, I don't think Marilyn Monroe was in the picture yet. Yeah, but they were definitely having a good time when the JFKs watched.
That sounds like fun. I would go and I would party.
Of course, everybody would. Now, but wait a minute. This hotel went through the Depression. They have apparently people that walk around. They tell you not to stay on the 14th floor. Like, I'm looking at TripAdvisor, and they're saying not to stay on the 14th floor. TripAdvisor usually doesn't do shit like that, do they?
Right.
I would. I most definitely would.
What, stay on the 14th floor?
Yeah, I would.
I don't understand. I guess.
I want to have the balls here, I want to be the one that has the balls. So let's go.
Jesus Christ! So, all right, wait a minute now. So let me get my head around this. And gave his first public reading of A Christmas Carol at the club.
Yes.
Oh wow.
All right.
That's what the mirror is. It was his mirror, and he used to practice in front of it. But the thing is, if you used to say his name 3 times in the mirror, something would happen, like an elevator opening, or some noises, or whatever.
Can I have some more?
Like Candyman? Like the Candyman? Wasn't it Candyman?
Charles Dickens.
Bloody Mary.
Oh, Bloody Mary. That's another one. That was when I was a kid. I heard that one scare the crap out of me. Now, again, this is also the hotel where John Wilkes Booth stayed at the week before he shot Lincoln.
Oh my God.
That's odd. This
That's
hotel has
Fury right there.
Then he must be the malevolent spirit, because what I was hearing is basically there's a malevolent spirit of a man that likes to laugh and make a lot of noise and ruckus. So that's another thing.
makes a ruckus, huh?
Yeah.
Goddamn ruckus. Imagine that, buddy, in this day and time, still making ruckuses.
Ruckus says Mike.
Will
And
they ever
people who
learn?
bought them on
Will
the
they
next
ever
show.
learn?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Malcolm X worked as a waiter at this hotel.
Wow.
So you had Ulysses. I can't say that guy's friggin' name. Ulysses S. Grant.
Ulysses.
It's because of the
That's
S. No, it's because the S screws me up. The middle initial. All right. The guy that owns it apparently still walks the hotel, although he has been seen now in 2 decades.
Harvey Parker.
How's he pronounce the name Harvey again, there, buddy?
Harvey.
Harvey. All right.
Harvey
All right.
Parker.
Harvey Parker.
You know what? That's probably exactly how they say the poor guy's name.
He's
From
from Boston.
That's what I'm saying. Poor bastard. Harvey Parker. Harvey Parker. You know what I mean?
Harvey Parker has been seen in rooms 1012 and 1078. They see a man that looks like Harvey Parker. That
Harvey.
they have of Harvey.
Okay, let's get back to that 14th floor. What goes
right.
on up there? I want to know.
Well, you should be telling me, but I'll tell you what happens on the 14th floor.
I'm sorry.
Here's what happens on the 14th floor. Nothing good from what I've read. Nothing good from what I know about this place happens good on the 14th floor. Now, 2 questions. 1, buddy, what do you know about the 14th floor? And 2, did you know before today that it's not a orangutan, it's a orangutan?
I did know that fact, Mike. I found it
did.
amusing when you posted that today.
Yeah,
And,
I learned that today. That's true. I always thought it was a G on the end. I always thought it was an orangutan. It's not. That's not a real word. It's orangutan. It ends with an N. I never knew that. That's really bad that I didn't know that this
We're
long.
from Rhode Island, Mike. We tend to slaughter words.
That's a
and,
long time not knowing stuff, though, buddy. Go ahead. Tell me about.
I don't know anything about the 14th floor, Mike. I can tell you the 10th floor.
Am I the
They
only
see
one?
Harvey Parker. The 3rd floor, there was an actress who killed herself in the 1870s in room 303. They see like Charles Dickens on the 3rd floor. Charles Dickens lived on the entire 3rd floor for a number of years. So there's a ton of paranormal activity here.
It says, beware of the 14th floor. We took advantage of an internet deal and made this an overnight destination. The hotels walk from many of Boston's best sites. The staff was friendly. That's a bullshit review. No one talks like that. As we were relaxing before heading out to dinner, a small flash ran across the room and hid under the TV console. I called the front desk and we were relocated to the 14th floor. However, the 14th floor is noisy and loud because the elevators are all on the 14th floor with a short walk up to the ballroom. The partygoers continue their party and fun by your room. This guy's complaining about the fact that there was too much noise from people having a party. He's claiming that something a small flash ran across my room and hid under the TV console. Like,
What the hell?
he's on drugs, no?
Yes.
Be good at saying something, Mike.
I think so.
Like,
Or too drunk.
that's an overly well-written review, right? You have to have some grasp of the English language to write it like that. But then to complain about a small flash that ran on your TV console, I would never even bring that up. Like,
You would look nuts.
I can't with these hotels and the dumb little things, man. How am I supposed to book rooms when they do things like this? How do you say beware the 14th floor? Like,
Don't stay on the 14th, don't stay on the 10th, don't stay on the 3rd. The 2nd is nice, it's close to the bottom. Or like the 15th floor is good. You can see the whole city.
Okay. I have the question.
All right.
Is there a pool?
Although it was built in 1855, so I'm willing to bet originally they didn't. No, I'd be willing to bet they don't have a pool, but I'll look up their amenities right now if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Look up the amenities. I'm hoping at least you get the small bottle of shampoo, the little piece of soap that no one will use.
Right, exactly.
because you don't want anybody else to use it.
The shot glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then you get the. Do they have the fridge with the? If you get a soda out of the fridge, it's like $10.
Yeah, right. And then they surprise you with that
So
later.
all right, Bigsy, would you stay at the Omni?
Yeah, I would.
Why?
Because it looks beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful.
And I mean, I want to party like JFK, so
Doesn't everybody, right? I think everybody does. So then, CB, what else is there to do? This is in Boston.
There we go. Do you want to hear about the rooms? Can I tell you
Hold
about
on
the
a
rooms?
second. Wait, just wait.
Okay.
What else is there to do near this hotel in Boston? Right now, you could be making up a million things and no one would know.
Well, you can actually walk around Boston. It's actually really nice. You can
It
go
is
to the
beautiful.
different stores and stuff because
There are
I've been
stores.
to Boston. I've been to Boston multiple times. There's actually really nice locations nearby.
To do what?
Like if you have your dog with you, like I don't know if you can have the dog there, but in Boston, like you
What's all the
can.
pets?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Would you keep bringing
I
up
love
pets?
dogs. I have one. He's in the room with me, so that's why.
I hate
But-
dogs. Good.
What?
Yeah, I hate
What?
dogs. Oh yeah. No, I can't be near a dog.
you have a dog.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You're right. But buddy, write it down again. 837 10/10/2022. I was proved incorrect.
Incorrect.
My apologies. I do have 2 dogs. I totally
Never
forgot that.
history.
Oh, it's right near Boston Common. It's right up the road from Boston Common, which is a lovely area of town in Boston.
Oh, buddy, I'm willing to bet you could name a bunch of beer facilities that are in the area.
Right up the road, Mike, is this lovely place called Trillium Brewing, which is responsible for my beer that I'm drinking this evening. Amazing brewery. They have a lot of IPAs. They have a lot of stouts. They have a lot of everything, and they have yummy. This really delicious Berliner Weiss. It's
I've
sweet
never
as hell.
seen you so excited before.
You have no idea. I love Trillium Brewing Company.
You love beer.
But that's not
That is
beer.
true, too.
But
That
don't
is
call
true.
that beer because beer tastes like beer. There's a beer taste. Like if you
Right.
tasted something blindly in the dark,
You
it's 'cause it's
gotta,
not beer.
you gotta
If you
open your
drink that,
palate
I'd be like
and your
juice.
mind, Mike, and
You drink water.
What's that?
You drink water.
Water?
water.
You doing the accent too? No, I don't drink water. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact,
Isn't you
I,
drink
On the weekends
Miller
or
Lite
Mondays.
or something like that?
do I what?
What beer do you drink?
Any kind.
So
No,
water,
he can't say that. He doesn't drink.
I'm a big fan of Stella
Stella
Artois.
Artois.
Water.
But
That
no,
is
I don't like thick beer. I don't want to be drinking soup. Like I don't want to feel like I want to dunk a cracker in my beer, and I don't want it to taste like fruit, vegetables, chocolate. He had one time. Like that's not. It's just not beer. It's a different style of
Mike.
drink.
It's stout.
Ah, shut
Beers,
up.
they come in all different varieties, Michael.
Buddy, what do you have for a hotel?
All right, so I was going to share some of the room features
All right,
of
go
the
ahead and do
Omni
that first.
Paca House.
All right.
They're all non-smoking luxury hotels. I don't know if you can vape, but you can't smoke cigarettes or other smokables. They do provide you with plush robes,
Ooh, I'll take it home with me.
triple sheeting on,
Whoa, roll
on the
that back.
bed with duvet,
Roll back. Wait a minute.
plush
I can't
robes.
smoke, but I can wear a robe.
A plush one, Mike.
When I wear the robe, the first thing I'm gonna want to do is smoke.
Smoke, right? You're screwed, Mike. You got to go out on the bench with the bums.
And no one, you don't want to see me in a robe on the bench with the bums, buddy.
Yeah,
This is-
especially because
They
you're going to
give
be
you
that
extra
Illinois-
blankets and pillows, which
Wait,
is
wait.
key.
What did she just say? What did you just say?
It says especially because you're going to be naked underneath that robe, so no one
No.
wants to see that.
Yeah, no one would. No one would.
True, that's
Yes!
probably a
First of
fact.
all, no, I would not. Second of all, thank you for that non-compliment.
Wait, then you're wearing the robe all wrong then.
Well, no, see, we don't want to get into how I would wear the robe. That's going to be a whole other story. I got a whole thing in my head of how I would wear the robe, what I would have on for slippers, and I want to get that long plastic thing I could put a cigarette or a joint at the end of
Oh,
and hold it like that. Like, if I'm going to do that, I will go full tilt. You don't go
What about a
halfway. You go over.
cigar?
No, well, yeah, I get those anyways, but I'm going to want that little fruity little cigarette. Buddy, come on.
yeah. So they got hair dryers. They got in-room safes. They have an ironing board, which a lot of motels have.
That's a big one. Yeah.
They have a work desk. They have Wi-Fi,
Okay.
individual climate control, which is always nice.
Which means AC.
Voicemail. You can have your own voicemail at the hotel. Flat screen HD TV and MP3 adaptable cords, Mike. So
Wow. I thought you were gonna
if
start saying
anybody
like,
uses MP3 players anymore, you have adaptable cords.
I thought you were gonna start saying like they have doorknobs and they have beds and
And
they
they
have,
have curtains, Mike. And there's sheets on the bed.
they have that
there's
one
toilet.
chair. Yeah, toilet, right? A very nice. But they always have that one chair that nobody sits in.
But
And
nobody
it's always
ever
right near the desk.
Weird.
All right, buddy. Well, tell me about your location.
Oh, Mike. We're coming away from the coast. We're going a little bit more inland. We're going to one of the most historic towns. There's a few historic towns in Massachusetts. It's probably on the top 10 of historic towns in Massachusetts, where the Americans said no to the bloody British, and the Revolutionary War broke loose in scenic Concord, Massachusetts. We'll be going to the Concord's Colonial Inn. It was built in 1715.
Concord Colonial Inn.
Yeah,
Concord.
It's a lovely Concord's
grapes.
Colonial Inn.
Okay.
I'm going to try and give you some of the amenities.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
please
I'm
do. Yeah. In all your research, please give me some of the
my
amenities.
research, Mike.
I'm glad I'm the only one that does research.
Everything I type into this into the search engine, anything about the Concord Inn, I get all this like this awful stuff comes up, Mike.
Buddy, let me ask.
Toys.
What?
It's a lovely bed and breakfast.
Wait, she's asking about sex toys again?
No, he said that in his search engine.
Oh, it probably is. Dude, you don't want to see a search engine. That's
Yeah.
another story. We
No,
don't.
we don't want to talk about that.
But buddy, the hotel.
You can get rooms for around between $150 and $160 a night this time of year. It's located 48 Monument Square, which is right in downtown Concord. So you see the parade every year if you stay in April. Hold on, the accommodations. Yeah, let's talk about the accommodations before.
Yeah, let's talk about them. Let me ask you this, buddy. What it was built when?
1715.
All right. So what horrific?
Well, it was during the middle of the 1700s.
Yeah.
It was the home of the town doctor, which was fine. So he did that was his doctor's office, and he did his stuff there.
Yep.
But then around the year 1775, specifically April 19th, 1775, there was a major battle in town, and a lot of people needed medical attention, and a lot of people didn't survive the wounds from the battle. So in one of the upstairs rooms was his doctor's office. 3 rooms down was the town morgue.
Convenient.
I think you gotta get an idea where this might be headed.
I hope not. I hope it's not on one of these.
It's a lovely colonial house. It's over 300 years old. It was 3 separate properties made into one, and some of the storeroom of the current bed and breakfast that was around in the 1700s was used to store weapons that the British were going to take away from the colonists. So huge historical significance in this building by itself, not just the town.
All right. So the building is like ground central station for like the injured I don't know what to call them.
Colonial soldiers. During the Revolution, during the Patriots Day, what we celebrate Patriots Day today is when the shots heard around the world. Do
you wonder what the doctor actually did? Because medicine's come a long way. In what? That's 200 years ago.
Yeah, they used to just like chop off limbs, and
they still hit you in the knee with a hammer.
Right, they do. They do that. I got that done a few weeks ago.
I don't know why. Why? So I go, ooh. He goes, yeah. All right.
Reaction, I think.
You can hit me at any part in my body. I'm gonna go, ah. What's the
right? You gotta hit me right in the knee.
That's something. What's that, baby?
Okay.
It's just to make sure your knee's still working.
They don't.
We're gonna put Mrs. Captain Obvious. I hope to God that's why he's hitting my knee with a hammer. Because if he's trying to figure out why my back is out, by hitting me in the knee with the hammer. I'm really upset. Like, I'm out of there. But all right, buddy, this location.
It has a restaurant, Mike.
Oh, I didn't know that, buddy.
Yeah, it's Merchant. Oh no, that's Merchant's Row. Yeah, it has a restaurant on site in the building.
Yep.
The
the name of it?
accommodations.
What's the name of the restaurant?
The Concord Colonial. Oh,
What do
I'm
they
not sure,
serve?
Mike. I think it was the Liberty.
Okay.
They serve food, Mike. I don't know exactly what they serve, but it's 15 individually decorated rooms. They offer a true colonial experience with the charming decor, antiques, and reproductions from the time.
Antiques or antiques?
Antiques. They have planks.
Sorry.
I meant to
You
say
know
that.
what it
Right?
is? You pronounce it so perfectly, antiques. Where I'm like,
Antiques.
my head went, what the fuck is an antique? And in my head, I'm like, how would you spell antique? And I went, antique. So if you go rewind, buddy, you'll see my head smoke come out.
Much better though.
I believe it, Mike. I believe it.
Antique.
They have some
I have
really
a couple of
beautiful
antiques
rooms.
surrounding me. Good.
There's some really beautiful rooms if you wanted to look those up. It's also had the hotel's also known to have a number of celebrities stay there. Henry David Thoreau stayed there while he was attending Cambridge University for 2 years, and his spirit is thought to be seen there every now and again. In the room 18 was the room that he stayed in predominantly, and you might see a ghost that looks like Henry David Thoreau. Not that I would know what he looks like, but
yeah, that's the thing. Who like that's like it's gonna
just
be
some old looking guy, right?
that dies because we
The
won't
guy who
recognize.
stayed in the woods for 2 years.
No one will recognize.
No, it's
No
like
one.
who you? No.
No.
They have cottages also in the back that they can occupy, and you can have first floor on the cottage, second floor. They're really nice rooms, Mike. I think
What do you mean cottages?
they cottages out back, Mike. They have cottages, not just the main building, but little cottages. You can
So
also
little
stay in those.
standalone cottages you can stay in?
Right. You can stay in those as well, Mike.
Are they
look
non-smoking?
like- They're all non-smoking, Mike. It's an old historic building. You're never going to be able to smoke in a building of this age.
You know what non-smoking means? It means you either have to crack the window or figure out a way to blow the smoke down the drain in the shower.
Yep.
Or you get a
That's
smoky
what
room.
non-smoking rooms mean.
You get a toilet paper roll, you stuff some dryer sheets in it, and you blow it through that, and
Yeah, I've done that too.
That like
Yeah.
in high school.
No. That's when you go to a
it
hotel
worked.
and you want to have a good time and they say you can't smoke. It's like, what? What?
That's
How am I
why-
going to listen to Dr. Dre and not smoke? What are you, nuts? Like, what? That's not even,
Right.
you can't even do that, I don't think. I think music shuts off. Go ahead, buddy.
All right.
You have so much
so
knowledge on this hotel. I just want to dive deeper into it.
right.
Yeah, right.
It's one of the oldest hotels in the United States.
Yes, it is.
Revolutionary War. Okay. The most famous and sought after of all the rooms is room 24. And that was the room that Dr. Timothy Minot, Minot, M-I-N-O-T. That's where he had his morgue. And people have been known to see multiple ghosts in their room. Soldiers that are maybe the caretakers of the home, the guys that owned it, hundreds of them. This is one of the most haunted lodgings in Massachusetts.
Two things, buddy. One,
Yeah.
love it when you get close to the camera. It makes me warm and fuzzy. Two,
Haunted.
I truly believe that victims of war, soldiers, would be the most likely to stick around or
You
to
would
be
think, right?
connected to someplace. Because I think
Mhm.
at that point, when you're at that age or you're scared like that, you're gonna have extreme fear, extreme anger, or extreme, I don't know, death. My point is,
And I feel like too, like sometimes like they die so quick they don't even know that they're dead.
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. Like, in other words, not knowing if he got shot, but he's shot. The whole Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I could see dead
Actually,
people.
one of the first documented cases of a haunting here at the Concord Colonial Inn. In 1966, Mrs. Folenz and her husband stayed in room 24. She wrote a few weeks later, after her honeymoon was over, she wrote a letter. She's like, I know this sounds crazy. I know I wasn't crazy. I'd stay up and wait for it, and then I try to make logical explanations of it. She would report seeing a grayish figure at the side of her bed. She wrote, "It was not a distinct person, but a shadowy mass in the shape of a standing figure. It remained still for a moment, then slowly floated to the foot of the bed in front of the fireplace." They replied the spirit could have been that of Dr. Minot, who was just merely making his rounds, or that of Ralph Waldo Emerson, who also stayed at the motel for several years. So just kind of some haunted
Wait, so
history and
this woman had her honeymoon at this hotel,
yeah,
and during her honeymoon,
she's from New York.
all right, doesn't matter.
We're gonna hold that
Let's not
against.
hate on the Giants. Let's stay focused.
They're from New Jersey. Okay.
Yes, this woman on her honeymoon saw a gray figure standing at the foot of her bed,
hmm
and she never left. She never said, "Hey, let's get out of here. Let's go someplace else."
No, they stayed there for the week, Mike. She saw
I
it
don't
every
get it.
night.
All right, don't get it,
And she
guys.
was terrified, allegedly.
You're on your honeymoon. You stay someplace. First, second night in, you see a gray figured ghost at the edge of your bed, and then it walks and just vanishes. Do you stay the rest of the week? I wish I could play the Jeopardy music.
I know. I mean, probably.
Okay.
It depends on how scared I was.
Well, I mean, in what circumstance would waking up to a gray man ghost that disappears at the foot of your bed
Man
not
ghost.
scare you?
As long as it doesn't touch me.
I feel
That-
that.
At that point, I just turn all the lights on and I'd get like a face mask. So like I wouldn't.
What if it just touches your husband? Would you just still put the mask on and go to sleep?
Yeah.
God damn it, they're cruel. They're so cruel, buddy. Unbelievable. They go right for the heart. Right for the heart. CBD, would you stay if you were there for a night and haunted?
Wait, what was that?
Would you stay
Yes.
if you saw a gray man at the edge of
Yes.
your bed walk
Yes.
away into the mist? You'd stay there for a couple more days.
Like she said, as long as it doesn't touch me.
All right,
You
but if it
stay
touched
at
the
your
person,
side, I'll stay at mine.
so if it touched the other person in the room, you wouldn't care either.
No, I wouldn't give a flying crap.
God help us all, buddy. God help us all, buddy. Would you stay there if you
Oh,
saw a gray?
absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. I've
All right.
I've gone by the place. I've stalked it. I've sent them emails. Hey, can I stay in this room? Blah blah blah. I've never gotten responses.
So you saw a gray man. Would you be able to sleep? You'd be able to go back to sleep. For
I
real?
probably wouldn't go there to sleep, Mike. I would probably keep myself up in the room and just investigate because that's
Investigate,
what
yeah.
I do.
That's what I
Let's
would
not get
do.
ahead of ourselves, okay? There, MacGyver. Like, there's a ghost in your room. You're staying there for a week, right? What I'm saying is, I don't think I'd go to sleep from that point on. I would have to just keep taking drugs and alcohol and whatever else I could take to stay
Sedating
awake.
your
the
mind,
whole
Mike, yeah.
stretch.
I'm gonna say that I would have to get drunk every night.
Yeah, I might start trying drugs I've never tried in my life just to get through that experience. You know what I mean? Like, come on, I'm not staying there. But if I wake up in my house and there's a gray man at the edge of my bed, I'm gonna be selling the house tomorrow. Like,
You're
that's
crazy.
not something I want in
I
my
didn't
room.
have that choice.
I would never be able to do that. I guess I don't get it. I don't get the whole, if you know something there is a ghost and you see it for real, why is the natural reaction not to get the out of there? Like, that's my natural reaction. I'm out.
I
You know,
guess
Why?
I wish.
Why?
I guess it's like because it's like something that first of all, like you can't really control it. And
Mhm.
like second of all, like it's 99.9% of the time, like they don't touch you, they don't hurt you. So
Mhm.
it's like it's different than if like you were getting robbed. Like if I got robbed, like yeah, I would probably want to leave.
That's the scary.
So if a real guy came in your room
Oh, I would
and
be
like grab something, you'd leave. But if a ghost guy comes in your room, you'd wait to see if he touched you.
no, I would tell him like to F off and like don't touch me.
So you would wake up and tell the ghost go f himself.
Yeah.
I usually ask to be touched. To be honest with you,
Buddy, please.
Has it been a while, buddy?
So I would leave. I can't. Whatever. I probably be at the bar. Now, buddy, does this place have a very nice bar in the restaurant? Like,
They do, Mike. It's a really nice old wooden style. It's
Ooh.
pretty. It's got some like candle lights lighting,
Thank you.
illuminating the bar area, like in 1715. They serve spirits and ales, and probably even that crappy beer that you drink. And yeah, It's the place to be, Mike, on a Friday night.
When it comes to bars, isn't it nicer when the bar is older? Like
Yeah.
I don't like modern bars. I don't want to hear all these TVs and all this bullshit of lights. I like that old school brick or wood or stone, like hunker down and drink type things. Does that make sense?
Right. Wood makes a good bar.
Bigsy, why were you laughing at us?
I'm not laughing at you.
All right, I was just wondering. She's laughing. Now, Sibini, you haven't ventured to many bars in Boston.
No, I haven't.
As far as the bar is concerned, you've probably never plopped yourself down and just had some whiskey and told war stories until you both got super drunk and then everybody passed out. So that's probably not been you yet. You'll get to that point.
Weekend.
So
What do you mean?
that it just happens. I'm just telling you that this is what happens in life.
First off, I do not like whiskey. Second off,
But you will,
I have got hammered.
You go.
and you will again.
Third off, I have been to a bar, just not in Boston. Actually,
Non-Boston.
one bar. One.
Boston bars are good.
Just one bar. Just one.
Well, let me repeat what I was saying. You're gonna start to see different bars, and you're gonna start to find different places you like to drink. And trust me, there will come a day where you will drink whiskey, and it's not because you want to; it's because you have to. Just have faith in what I'm saying. It hasn't hit you guys yet. Enjoy your youth and the beers that Buddy drinks, and the what are they called, Buddy? The things that everybody
Yummy,
Trulies.
Mike.
The
Yummy.
But you will come to whiskey or tequila. Something will bring you here. I'm telling you, I joined the club. I know how it starts. Now, all right, that's not your thing. Buddy, which of the three hotels has the best other things to do, in your opinion?
Oh, Mike, I don't know. I love Boston, and there's so much to do in Boston. You can catch a Sox game.
I hate
you can
Boston.
catch the Celtics. You can catch the Bruins. All three of them are better than any New York or New Jersey teams.
Not close. No,
Not
at all.
and
one.
what else? There's a lot of good bars in Boston. I found that out firsthand last week. If you go down to the Fort Point area of Boston, you can go to Trillium Brewing Company and have either Yummy or various other different kind of beers that they have there.
Let me ask you this.
Also,
All right.
go ahead. You can go on a whale watch, Mike.
All right.
You can go to the islands. You can
Okay.
go to all the history that's been wrapped around Boston. You can ride on the subway, Mike. That's
Oh
fun.
wow. Yeah.
Get a trolley car and ride the subway.
All right. Now I got more stories. One, only time I took that stupid subway to go see a Red Sox game, which could there be a worse stadium? Like, could there be a stadium built for like
It's not built for
three people? You can't put your knees anywhere, right?
Right. Tell me about
Never
it.
mind that place.
6'4".
But buddy, I don't like Boston in general. I've never had a good time in Boston. Everything always ends up getting out of control fast. Like Boston people are
You're
not
a Yankee
the
fan,
friendliest
Michael.
people.
You don't belong there.
No, I don't go there wearing Yankee shit. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, Boston clubs. What? What's that?
You cannot come into Boston if you're a Yankee fan.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You just shouldn't.
No, you're not allowed.
Oh yeah,
You can't go past Peterborough, Mike.
Oh, now that I've heard that, Bigsy, trust me, I will never wear my Giants gear and Yankee stuff into Boston. Oh, God forbid.
Oh, God, no,
forbid.
don't
Oh,
do
God
that.
forbid, guy. Oh, get that off, guy. God forbid, get it in the car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about that shit at all. Fuck. Bring it on when it comes to Boston. Bring it on. What we had not mentioned, though, buddy, which weirds me out, is the Salem witches.
Yes.
Isn't this the area where there were witches, buddy? I know you keep talking about your beer, which is fruit.
Yeah, well, no. You think of witches and you think of evil and witchcraft and all that other crazy shit. Honestly, Mike, it was people who like, oh, I like your farm. That guy's a witch. They're gonna kill him. I'm gonna take his farm. That's what that was all about, Mike. There was no witchcraft. It was human nature. It was people that are assholes.
No, and
wanted to kill their neighbor and take their land and their wife.
Yeah. And there's also people that, like, because of like the religion and all that stuff, they struck out of fear. So if you had a bad crop year, there must be someone being a witch, and
You're a devil. You're the devil.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like,
So cancel culture.
You don't go to church. You swear you're the devil. You smoke tobacco. You're the devil.
So that's the earliest of cancel culture.
Yeah, the Puritans were awful people.
The earliest of jealousy too. I mean, you had girls like saying like, "Oh, like that girl doesn't belong. She must be a witch." And then
The next thing you know, they're killing them.
Yeah, and they killed gingers, right, buddy? Didn't
They
gather
did
up
kill
the gingers?
gingers, Mike. Yeah. I would have burned or been drowned or beaten to death or
Or
been. They Giles Corey, they put big rocks on him until he died, and then right before he died, he cursed the town and said he's going to burn the town down. And then every time you see his
That's
ghost,
horrible.
there's a giant fire in Salem. So good for Giles. He got back at those assholes.
right?
That's a very weird story.
But Salem is this time of year with all the witchcraft and all the fanfare in Salem. Now, from now to Halloween, it's like
I was just
it's
there on
crazy.
Saturday.
Holy crazy
Yeah?
down there. Yeah.
Mm.
You see any witches?
A lot.
All right.
It was insane. It was absolutely insane in Salem.
But doesn't it make you weird when someone tells you
Did
they're a
you
witch?
see Satan of Salem?
What?
Satan
what'd
of
you say?
Salem? Did you see him? The guy that
Satan
dresses
of
up like the devil?
Bigsy,
No.
the Satan, meaning the devil of Salem. Is there a guy running around dressed as the Satan? The Satan?
See anyone now?
Buddy, that might be just in your head.
I saw a bunch of
I've taken pictures with him before.
Okay, but
I've
Bigsy,
seen
did they dress up? So they dress up?
Yeah. Yeah, we
All
saw I saw a witch. We saw Michael Myers. We saw Jason. We saw Ghostface.
Which of the Michael Myers? The funny one or the one that kills you?
The serious one.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
Um,
pretty sure.
I like
So-
Wayne's World.
In other words, this would be a nice place to go right around Halloween, which we are now. You'd be in the area for all these events.
I want to
Uh,
go.
wow.
Whose baby's that?
My nephew.
He's so cute.
Thank you.
Did you give him up to Michael Myers?
Oh yeah, he loves
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just give him up to him.
So cute.
Oh. Jesus Christ. How tall is that guy, Bigsy?
He's like 8 feet tall.
Oh, it's Jack Skeleton.
Yeah, it is. That guy's walking on stilts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hate to walk on stilts.
So kind to Callan though. He was so nice.
I had a friend that was so upset about being short because we were all taller than him that what he did was he cut out the soles of his sneakers and put them in his new shoes, and it made him like 3 inches taller. No, that's not my friend, but that's
That's
Buddy,
Salem
what's
Satan.
I've
That's
seen it
him.
before.
3 hugs from
Three
Satan. He's there year round. You can find this guy. He just dresses up as Satan and walks around.
looks like he has a hot dog truck.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
CBN, what would you like to say as we wrap things up? What do you got going on? And you'd like to add?
Well, I
Right.
was basically saying about like the whole witch trial thing is basically what I was saying is even if like people had like disabilities in some sort, or like if you didn't do certain things, you would be like killed too for stupid petty
They would've-
shit.
They would have totally executed you.
I don't know
You
one of
would've
the four of us that would have made it through.
I would have been dead because
Died. Yeah, we would have all died.
yeah.
been
I
investigated
either would have
by
died first, or I would have been the guy that was leading the group trying to kill everybody else.
You
That's where I
definitely
would go.
die first from what you like from your mouth.
Really,
Yeah.
my mouth. Okay.
I'd be second, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
like that.
not
Right.
afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm a
I'd be-
ginger. I talk to ghosts, and I
There's
don't
that,
go to
what's that
church.
term? It was the pot calling the kettle. There's something like that. I remember it bounced in my head when she said that. Me having a mouth, right? She said I have a mouth. It's like, really? You know what I mean?
Oh, you
It's like
kind
RC,
of do.
it's like RC Cola going up to Coca-Cola and being like, "We are."
It's okay, Mike.
All right, Bigsy, what would you like to say before we wrap up?
So Warner Paranormal Explorers, we are going to be at Parafest Maine this weekend. Hi, James.
Hey.
We're going to be here this weekend. We're super excited about it.
Okay.
October 22nd, we have the bash at the Wilson Castle. And
I want to go so bad.
Ooh.
I want to go.
we have the ball, the 1920s ball.
Oh,
20s ball.
I've got big balls. You got
I,
big-
I like. I'm a fan of the ballroom dancing.
love
I
ballroom
enjoy-
dancing.
No, I enjoy ballroom dancing. Like I enjoy that whole.
I have a giant one of those hood skirts and stuff.
No, I just like that whole the movement, the way they used to be on the floor. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Are you gonna be a ballerina too?
Wait, I'm trying to hear her, and you're singing. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be like between the Great Gatsby and like the mixed scene and like the it's gonna be amazing and
It's basically gonna be a night for all the girls to look really, really pretty in dresses, and the guys to just put on a goddamn tux and stand there.
Oh, yeah, and then we have like
Yeah,
no, but we got a band, like a swinging band, whatever swinging.
Like a swing band, like a jazz band. Like
Yeah. So we got a band, and we have like a sit down meal. It's gonna be big.
I was never asked to play any music at the thing, buddy. Did you get any emails for me to play?
I got no emails, Mike. I'm a little offended, to be honest with you.
That's
All right,
not
well.
one of you.
I could play swing music if I had to.
Do not talk to him. He's the HR guy.
Yeah, it's the truth. Buddy, do you have anything you want to say to wrap stuff up?
I want to say hi to Rockstar Demonologist James Anito, who we saw floating around there in the background. It's nice to see your lovely face, not just on Facebook. What else? Join us Sunday after all the fun and explosiveness from football, as we welcome Deb Vickers and Sue Vickery from. It's weird that they have kind of like similar names.
Yeah, I
from,
know. It's great names.
They were tour guides at the lovely historic Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast in scenic Fall River, and they're paranormal investigators, and they're two wonderful ladies in the field. So we'll really look forward to talking to them and hearing their incredible experiences.
But buddy, can you actually say scenic Fall River?
Scenic Fall River, Mike. Yes, I can. Scenic historic Fall River. Stay away from like the wrong side of the tracks.
Is it like just what, like a little field roped off, and they call that scenic Fall River? Is that what it is?
Down by
Just
the battleship, Mike. That's really scenic. On Fifth Ave by Lizzie Borden's bed and breakfast on the hill.
Does anybody know the rhyme? The Lizzie Borden rhyme? Not you, buddy.
I do.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Big Z?
I wasn't expecting you to.
Lizzie Borden
Something about she took
an axe.
Yeah, took 52 whacks.
She didn't take 52 whacks, buddy.
Her stepmother.
She's like, I don't know, took 52 whacks. Like, how's the game going? It's Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks.
40 whacks.
When she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
Wasn't actually her mother, though.
I was only like 12 whacks off. All right.
What?
I was only like 12 whacks off.
You were what?
Oh, to make it even more interesting.
Repeat that. Wait, repeat that one more time.
Yeah, what were you? You were told what?
Wax off.
God damn. All right. CBD, what do you have to say before we wrap up?
So my brother's girlfriend actually has the table. Well, she did. She had the table from when she went to trial. It was their kitchen table.
Oh,
Lizzie Borden one.
Yeah, when she went to trial. It was the table that they stood at. Like she stood at herself. It was their dining room table. Her grandmother.
That's a creepy table.
She used to eat on that table. So yeah, it's pretty freaky.
Then she murdered her parents.
Yeah.
I hope to check and see that we've sold a lot of vacations. People should be heading up this area this time of year. Buddy, your lack of preparation is something we're gonna have to talk about in detail. On what time is it? It's Tuesday, right? Tomorrow, 11:30. We'll have a meeting. We'll discuss what we got to discuss. And quite honestly, if you don't get curtains for your windows soon.
No, I don't like curtains, Mike. They're kind of feminine.
At these meetings, you guys like talk smack about us?
Totally.
Just you, actually.
Totally.
Honestly, just you.
No! They start with that bitch.
So we had like 40 minutes on just you, and then like the last 10 minutes was about the show.
I knew it.
All right, so for Bigsy Dodge, for CB, for Buddy, Money, there's me, Michael. This was Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. We will see you again on Sunday when the Giants go 5-1 against the Baltimore Ravens. We are done.